From yesterday to right now to retro Christian coming at you.
Welcome to Retro Christian, where we take a look and revisit faith-shaping moments of the past and ask, do they still matter today? Not just to bring them back and not to make fun of them, but to understand what they were trying to do and why they mattered and made such a big cultural impact in Christian families around the world in the 1980s, 1990s, and early 2000s. I'm PC, I am the Retro Christian, and I worked at the Family Christian Bookstore not once, but twice in 2 different decades. That's pretty cool. But speaking of cool, do you remember this?
Where you'll find a remarkable selection of books and Bibles, music, gifts, and video rentals. New Song has a complete selection of church supplies, an excellent collection of teacher materials, and a large children's department. Soloists will enjoy the listening center with over 800 soundtracks. You'll find it all at New Song Christian Bookstore with a knowledgeable and friendly staff.
If you grew up in the 1990s, perhaps you remember this. No, I don't mean boxes. I mean, what's inside this box? We're going to do a quick unboxing because this is something I never had as a child, but a couple friends of ours growing up did, and I got to borrow a few. Never got to watch the whole series, and now I have the complete series in this box. I am so excited to open up and see what is inside. Let me put these scissors away before I cut myself. Let me politely move this wrapping paper. There they are. This right here, faith in a box. Do you remember this? This was an old show called Secret Adventures. And this specific episode was called Spin. We have episode 1, 2, episode 2. Do you remember this cover? With the dogs? I know I do. We have episode 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And the coolest thing about this one, hold on, let me put this box away, and I'll be right back after this, and we'll talk about this. The coolest thing about this specific VHS is that it's still sealed in the box. Let me look at the copyright real quick. Copyright 1995 on this VHS, which means what's inside of here has not been in the air since 1995. The one other cool thing about this one is that if you're a big fan of Step by Step, there's Mark Foster, Christopher Castile.
See, years from now, I'll look back on this day and know I was a somebody.
I see what you mean.
I brought another one out just to show you what a VHS looks like. Still has the original parent guide still inside. But this is a VHS. No mold. So this will play on a VCR player. And the one cool thing about this specific VHS is it has Christian music singer Michael W. Smith as a guest star.
Getting ready to go on the set of Secret Adventures, my family is very upset with me because they're not here with me, but it's going to be a great day. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And I'm going to put the parent guide back inside so we don't lose it. But if you grew up in the 1990s, this sound of sliding the VHS out just unlocked a core memory. And maybe trying to put it back in. Oh, man. Do you remember VHSs? They were so cool. And the artwork on each and every one of them told a story in its own. And the cool thing about VHSs is you didn't choose these lightly. You made a choice to watch what you wanted to watch. Because once it was in, it was in. There was no skipping. Maybe there were previews you could fast forward, but no autoplay. No just jumping to the next video on demand like current YouTube and asking if you were still watching, quietly judging you like Netflix does. It didn't happen on these. It just let you watch. And look at this box again. Look at the bright colors. Look at both of them. We have theme, we have style, we have color. It tells a story within the story. And look at this guy. He's just begging for you to watch this video. He even brought flowers.
What was fun about doing this episode too is I got to write a song for the show, and which was a real challenge. But after reading the script and we started getting real excited about it, we came up with a title called "Someone Believed in Me."
The colors, the fonts, the artwork. It just feels like it was designed by somebody who wanted you to have fun watching these and by somebody who wanted you to love Jesus. And maybe, just maybe, you owned one of these cool pieces of Christian historic artifact faith. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't real cutting edge, and it didn't try to compete with Disney. It knew it would never be able to win that fight. And it didn't try to compete with Disney. It tried to introduce you to Jesus in a fun and unique way. Instead, it said, we belong on your shelf, and Jesus belongs in your heart. So, what do these actually represent?
Hi, how you doing? You know what? Miss Deegan and I, we're making a kite. Well, I'm sorry, I forgot Roy's making a kite, too. Please forgive me, Roy. You know what I can't believe, Miss Deegan? I can't believe that even though I ruined your painting today, you're still helping me.
Well, I told you, Gerbert, I forgave you. And when you choose to forgive someone, you also choose to forget.
Huh. Does God do that, too?
He was the first one who ever did it.
Let's be honest here. A lot of 1990s Christian media had an unspoken rule. If it's fun, it better also teach a lesson. And nothing could just be fun for fun's sake. Somebody always had to pop in like, okay, kids, what did we learn about today? Or better yet, kind of like this.
We're over here by QWERTY the computer to talk about what we've learned today.
And so what we have learned applies to our lives today. And God has a lot to say in His book.
As I was saying,
We know that God's word is for everyone. And now that our song is done, we'll take a look.
We didn't just want to teach lessons to kill the fun. We taught lessons because it was important to understand what was actually being taught to kids back then. Parents were asking real questions. What's shaping my kids? What voices are discipling them? What's forming them when I'm not in the room? This was safe to watch. You could pop it in and walk away and let this be the guide. But you see, churches, they also responded. Not perfectly, but sincerely. They too would play these. I remember in kids' church, the senior pastor would go a little long. Guess what? We got a McGee and Me that week. That was fun indeed. And it was also used as a way to talk about cool things going on in our lives, but also in the Bible. These weren't made with massive Hollywood budgets. They weren't Hollywood level polished, but they had a deep sense of fun and responsibility. This was faith saying, we may not be Disney, but we're present in your life. why this tape matters. No, I don't mean this specific one, but I do mean VHSs that are faith-based. It wasn't important because it was great. It was important because it was chosen. You didn't just accidentally watch a VHS. Look, another parent guide. We'll talk about more about that in a second. But you didn't actually watch this. No algorithm tricked you or told you, we recommend this for you. You didn't get betrayed by autoplay at 10:47 p.m. on a random Wednesday night. You see, this was chosen. It was purposeful. It wasn't accidental. Somebody drove to a store. Somebody looked at it. Somebody physically picked it up, looked at it, read it, and then bought it and brought it home, physically put it into a VCR and pressed play. All those action steps, it meant something, which also means someone had to rewind it as well to be watched again later. And if you didn't rewind it, you definitely got in trouble and were told about it. And trust me, people remember if you are a rewind person or a not rewind person. Faith, it used to be handed down from one person to the next and handed shelf to shelf, person to person, transaction to transaction. And faith that used to be slow, intentional, and occasionally awkward, but it was always crystal clear. This told you exactly what it was, and it didn't lie to you. It didn't clickbait you. It didn't try to be everything. It just was and tried to be faithful.
Hey, cool, look at us.
What's that noise?
I don't know.
Hey,
What's up?
shark!
Guys, over here.
Wow! Oh, guys!
Matt, what are you doing?
I can't help it!
Drea, do something!
Ow, hey, hurry.
What a bunch of suckers! You guys really fell for that one. Shark! Made your fins curl.
No, shark?
I guess not.
Whoa, new fins in town.
So there wasn't a shark?
Oh no, little Miss Angelfish saw right through me. Of course there wasn't a shark. You think a smart clownfish like me would be floating around if Jaws was on the loose?
You lied?
Lied? Au contraire, just a little practical joke. Aqua humor, fish frivolity. I gotta flip, dudes. It's been real. And, hey, get a sense of humor, Puffy.
Puffy? Drea, this is a shark, right?
Come on!
Oh no, I'm puffing!
Gotcha! Works every time with tourists. Scared you guys, huh?
He's mean. What if there was a real shark?
Sharks are just big, dumb slabs of blubber with teeth. Anyone who gets eaten by them deserves it. Anyway, time to blow. Oh, don't eat any wooden minnows. Whoa! Real shark! That big dumb blubber thing was a joke! Honestly!
So here's the question this raises. What are we passing down to future generations? Not what's available, but what's more intentional. We have more content than ever before. We have more Christian media than the 1990s whole decade could ever imagine. We have more access, more polish, more platforms, and yet it's easier than ever to let someone else decide what forms us and how we grow spiritually. This tape, it didn't try to win culture. It tried to walk with families. And maybe that's a lesson worth remembering. It gave us packets and guides for families to walk with. It answered questions about. It also created its own line of shirts and t-shirts to let you know, hey, the secret's out. We love Jesus. We're here. And it's a secret the whole family can share. When was the last time your media guided you into a deeper relationship with God? When was the last time your media gave you a $5 off coupon for a Bible? When was the last time it gave you a whole pamphlet full of stuff to help you grow closer? You see, right in the back here, it says we can work together. And working together, we can make it happen. It's all right here in this family guide. We need to stop letting kids grow up by pressing play on social media. And we actually have to start being more and more intentional in what we're growing our kids with. You see, VHSs, they don't need to make a comeback. We don't need VHS faith ever again. But we do need some kind of faith that will guide us. We also don't need to deal with VHS tracking lines and trying to hit that button to get it in focus and to play on channel 3. But the heart of what this stands for and the heart of what this is definitely needs to come back. The idea that faith belongs in everyday spaces, that information, it takes time and can be fun as well as educational. That needs to come back. And what we choose is important as well, more than just what's randomly convenient. This is Retro Christian, and I hope you had a great time looking back, but also hoping to move forward in your faith. And if this has stirred a memory and made you laugh, or maybe even made you think, well then stick around. There's plenty more to come soon.